these figures are one of the most exciting things I have ever seen on the roadshow, and I'm delighted that they came to us here in Scandinavia.
Right.
But tell me how they came up here, because they obviously don't originate here.
What I believe happened in the last World War, my father-in-law, he was helping these Jewish people that were trying to get out of Italy when Hitler he moved into Italy. And therefore, I think that is the Jewish people that came to my father-in-law and told him, you can have these figures here, give us some gold or money so we leave from Italy tonight.
Yes, so they were taken in payment for his services in getting them out.
Yes.
That's a very exciting story, clearly, and gives perhaps even more excitement to the possibilities that surround these figures. These figures are figures of Old Testament prophets. We have David and his harp, we have Moses, we have Elijah, and a fourth figure. They are not European figures, although they are European iconography. They are, of course, from China, and this is why they are reading texts in Chinese. These are all biblical texts, and as is to be expected, Moses is holding the Ten Commandments. Right. The material is called cloisonné, which is basically glass fused onto a copper or bronze alloy base. And they are tremendously exciting because the Chinese themselves very, very rarely produced figures, let alone European figures. And I have to say that I have never seen anything like these before. The interesting thing, in fact, is that there is a mixture. On the back of the Moses figure, we see European stars, which, in fact, you wouldn't get on a piece of Chinese cloisonné. We see on the back of his coat there is a very, very elaborate pattern of very finely wired tulips. Again, this is a European motif, it is not a Chinese motif. That notwithstanding, the text is in Chinese, and the puzzle is, were these made for Christians or Christians in China or for Christians in Europe? Another exciting thing is that the Italians, in the form of the Jesuits, had a mission out in Peking to try to make the Chinese emperor a Christian. And they tried to do this by all sorts of ways, by showing them the superiority of European technology. And one figure in particular was famous for this, a man called Giuseppe Castiglione. He was himself a Jesuit, very close to the emperors, and it is conceivable, this is pure hypothesis, it is conceivable that he may have had a hand in having these made for the Christian market. The question is now what date they are, and I think that there are going to be varied opinions. But nevertheless, irrespective of their age, these are the most wonderful things I've certainly seen on the programme. And I think we could certainly say that they are worth between 10 and 20,000 pounds or 100 and 200,000 Swedish krona.